I am the sports judge. Welcome back. So we know who the Dodgers will play. They will host the Cincinnati Reds in a best of three wild card series starting Tuesday. LA is riding a 5-game win streak into the postseason and had to wait until the last day of the season to find out their opponent. For the first time in 5 years, the Cincinnati Reds are headed to the postseason. This is not the team you want to face or see in October. And, you know, I still give the Dodgers the advantage in this series, but the Cincinnati Reds, they look good right now. They're playing some of their best baseball. They've won 9 of their last 12 games and 7 of their last 10 to get in. They're getting hot at just the right time. Momentum is everything. We know that about baseball. Terry Francona on a team that struggled to score runs knows what it takes to get a team to the playoffs. They figured it out. They figured out a way to win baseball games. This is why he's a Hall of Famer as a manager. He finds the key to unlock his players. So I wouldn't sleep on them. A trip to the NLDS is on the line. The pressure is all on the Dodgers. If you're the Reds, you're playing with house money. Who would have believed this at the beginning of September? Over the weekend, the Reds took 2 out of 3 at Milwaukee to get here, and also a Mets loss. Looking at how this season has gone for the Dodgers and the bullpen, the arms they trotted out there are just too many issues to expect a championship run. Bullpen is average at its very best. The lineup has wildly been inconsistent this season. The rotation has been outstanding. What worries me the most is the lack of fight and grit in this team. Extremely worried about the bullpen. Our bullpen is by far our biggest weakness. With a 4.12 combined ERA and 26 blown saves, the relief crew went from what was expected to be a strength to an obvious vulnerability. Tanner Scott, Blake Tryon, and Kirby Yates have been struggling badly. I mean, it's been tough to watch. There's nights that I can't even look at this Dodgers bullpen. So pitching for me is the bigger concern, but if it all starts to gel again, and if the bullpen gets it together and starts to find it, this team is talented enough to make a deep run and possibly get to the big show. All you can hope for is the Dodgers playing up to their potential. They do that, no one is beating them in a series. All 3 games will be at Dodger Stadium, which is an advantage for the Los Angeles Dodgers. It may end up going to 3 games. And not to sound like a homer, but I do like the Dodgers going to the next round. I like their offense better than Cincinnati. I definitely like their starting rotation better than Cincinnati. And it's only the first round. So the Dodgers should have a well-rested starting rotation. And I will say this too. If Yamamoto, Snell, Glasnow, and Shohei Ohtani can give you length in innings instead of constantly burning out the bullpen, then the Dodgers should be able to beat the Reds. But the deeper they go into the postseason, the arms in your rotation, if overworked, then Dave Roberts will have to trust that his bullpen can piece it back together and get the job done like they did last season. I have a hard time feeling the Reds are going to beat this Dodgers lineup. three Hall of Famers at the top of the lineup: Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman. And I know they struggled this year. At times, there was a dry spell here and there. They couldn't really find themselves offensively. But then it's Ohtani and Betts and Freeman. Come on now. And then you have the depth in the lineup with Teoscar and Pages with the breakout year he's having. This Dodgers lineup is just too good. And I know the Cincinnati Reds have their two best pitchers scheduled for games 1 and games 2. Hunter Green will get the ball for game 1, the Los Angeles native pitching at home. But if you know Hunter Green, he has not had success against the Los Angeles Dodgers. I feel like the Dodgers are the better team. On paper, definitely, no doubt about it. And I feel like the Dodgers will do enough to at least beat the Cincinnati Reds in the wild card series, and they will face the Phillies and move to the next round. And that's when it will get tough against the Philadelphia Phillies. But I think they can beat this Cincinnati Reds team. They should be able to beat them now. I'm not saying it's going to be a cakewalk, because I think right now you're facing a very hot Reds team that have finally put it together at the right time. So it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a dogfight for sure. And, if you look at the Cincinnati Reds, they got talent on that team. I mean, they got a former player, a former Dodger, Gavin Lux. He's going up against his former team. You got Ellie De La Cruz, who I really like a lot. A speedster around the bases, very fast. He can turn a baseball game into a track meet. So these guys got players too. But I think at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the Dodgers are the better team, and the Dodgers should prevail, and they will advance to the NLDS in 3 games. All right, everybody. You guys enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Love y'all. We'll talk again very soon.